Try and run the operation, went broke in the check. Nothing calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't. Okay, cool, you can say.
Watching me ball, as soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my tall, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, maybe the shoes, maybe the team.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bills Stadium here at Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Khalif Raymond now. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300 for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
13 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry for Henry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 39-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
A gain of 3 yards.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll set up the throw from the gun. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now the 1st carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and take it.
It's 3rd and 10.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. His 1st carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And his throw here's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that's complete to Croft. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down.
38-yard line.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Allen's throw is complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 32-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Man, that was way too easy.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Let's go.
And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the 39, Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Stephon Diggs, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
Of 30.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
With the score.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen finding his tight end, Croft. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard gain on
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Tannehill's pass.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the tackle.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
11-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
From 10 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 75 yards. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes a
they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, but it'll be 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the conditions miserable for a kicker and a holder, but this one's good, and with it, they take the lead.
13.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
10 yards.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Henry again, the ball.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
On the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3-yard pickup. And it's
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, and a tight 1-point game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. This is Henry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Bills 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Switzer on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw is Allen. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
46-yard line.
Back to throw. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and the return will stop right around the 25. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On 1st down, Henry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Ball carrier. Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
And we've got a timeout.
A gain of 9.
9 seconds remaining.
And 1 at the 16-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First down, Titans.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Today's final score, Titans 28.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them.